Colic can come with so many different struggles. You try diet changes, probiotics, prunes, and multiple visits to the pediatrician. All the while, your kiddo is spitting up excessively, crying for long periods of time, and not sleeping well persist. So what I want to dive into is why they're struggling, some tricks you can do at home to help, and where you can go to get more help so your baby can be as comfortable as possible. What being comfortable oftentimes means for a baby is pretty simple. They should be automatically eating, sleeping, and pooping. If they're doing that, they're going to be the healthiest and most chill version of themselves, which means they most likely won't struggle with colic. When a baby is colicky, we want to find out why they're struggling. So as a pediatric chiropractor, I like to go back before going forward and look at possible past stressors. Did something happen during the prenatal period that brought on the stress? What happened during the delivery? A lot of times, a more manual assisted delivery, C-section delivery, long labor, or even too quick of a labor can put a lot of stress in the movement or motor system of a baby. When that happens, babies arch a little more, might struggle while nursing, spitting up, or even constipation. These are all symptoms that are associated with colic, but they really start with that motor struggle and this stress at birth. As mentioned, what we often see is when babies are uncomfortable with colic, it's because that initial motor or movement system is altered or struggling first. Babies are supposed to be able to nurse, so there's a suck and swallow reflex that should be happening, and it's supposed to be easy for them. Then there's the head control piece that should allow a little bit of turning and support that comes with tummy time. That's really all the gross motor actions are supposed to have at this point. If they're going to go through more of a difficult birth that requires forceps, a vacuum, or a manual assisted delivery, that can put a lot of pressure and tension in the upper neck vertebrae. The nerves that come from this upper neck are also the nerves that help with the suck and swallow reflex. They also help baby turn to the right and left. So if they're uncomfortable when they're nursing on one side or the other, or laying on a flat surface, or they spit up right after feeding, oftentimes we can trace that back to a difficult birth process. If that movement is altered, then everything else gets altered because movement is what facilitates the gut, what we call the plumbing system. So getting the plumbing system comfortable is absolutely key. That will help with spit up, gas, and pooping easily. Then looking forward developmentally, babies start to eat solid foods, to develop an immune system, to walk, and to continue achieving bigger motor movements. Then comes speech, social behavioral, emotional, and all this about the age of 3. But when we look at a baby between 1 and 6 months, all they need to be focusing on those initial motor movements and initial gut. So if your baby is struggling with colic, we look back at the initial altering the movement system that affects so much of the motor system and gut, which can cause them to be uncomfortable. As parents, one thing we can do at home to help support babies in movement development is not letting them progress too fast. That often means skipping the standers, throw away the bumpos, and not having too much time in the car seat. It's why a lot of times babies arch or want to stand up too soon because their nervous system is put into these places too soon, when all they need to do at first is eat, sleep, and poop, and be cute. Then they can slowly develop in more of that tummy time and head support. So the best things we can do in contrast is a little bit more skin to skin, a little bit more tummy time, and you can wear your baby also. These are great alternatives instead of having them in those unnatural positions. If you're still not sure where colic is coming from with your child, this is where a chiropractor can be the key. Most patients can't figure out what is going on with their kiddos, so they need to see a pediatric chiropractor to help them measure the stress and dig deeper. As a neurologically focused chiropractor, we have the technology in our office called an Insight Scans that can measure the stress internally. It can see what's making a baby uncomfortable, and when we find that, it allows us to truly unlock the motor system. This allows them to be better plumbers, moving fluid through the system, activating that immune system, eating, sleeping, and pooping with ease. So then their bodies are naturally more calm and comfortable. Chiropractic adjustments on babies are so gentle and precise that they can make all the difference in the world. Those little motor movements, not only the suck and swallow, but helping them get to tummy time, crawling, cruising, walking, to all those milestones beyond, and you can watch them absolutely thrive. If this video makes sense to you, I'd love you to reach out to us. We've been blessed to have helped so many kiddos who have suffered colic. If you know a family or friend whose kiddo is struggling with colic, please share with them. I know it's very difficult as a parent to know what's going on. So please reach out if you need help making your baby happy, healthy, and thriving. Have a great day. Bye-bye.